push until I get it right. Yeah, these days I've been wide awake, I never sleep late. Got a lot to do, I treat a Sunday like a weekday. Do it for my son, set the table, I need 3 plates. Have my cake and eat it, baby, don't forget the cheesecake. Got it, yeah, they know I got it. Confidence contagious, so the ones around me caught it. Everybody waiting on me, hoping I'ma drop it. I feel like all this weight is on me, still I'm never stopping. No, that is not a, yeah, pushing myself to the limit. I set a goal, but still I never feel enough when I get it. Cause when I go and all these feelings overflow to the ceiling, it's like a hole just open up and I don't know how to feel it. I tell them, look, I don't make mistakes, the mistakes made me. Drop songs when I write them, I don't wait 8 weeks. They too focus on the image,
all right.
But that ain't me.
Good morning. Welcome in, welcome in.
Feeling like there's something off. A lot of friends used to show me love, ain't showing love at all. Yeah, only cheer me on when I was underdog. Running up the numbers, everybody keep on running off. Funny how they wanted me to win it.
All right, how we doing? Welcome in, everyone.
He was this, he was that, like I changed up. Had a kid, I'm a dad, gotta make funds these days. Everybody focus on the he say and she say, acting up and trying to make a scene.
What is good? Happy Thursday? Happy Thursday. How we doing? Welcome in.
Stick to the plan. Yeah, I'm focused
on
the music, not a pick for the
cheers.
Stay true to my supporters. Yes, I did it for them. So even when I get hot, never switch on a fan. These days I don't take advice from anybody.
All right. Who we got here? Energy in the building. It's poppin' energy. What up, what up? YOLO Trader in the building. Z Gamer in the house. Let's go. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Game time, baby. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Great to see you guys. Clubhouse, how we feeling? What's up, Dominic? What's good, Casso? A1 in the building. Hit that A1. What up, SK? What up, Yogi? J Coop in the house. J Coop in the building. DJ Scratches is here. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Danny Cash in the building. Buenos dias, my friend. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? The OG is here. OGH in the building. Exit Strat. What's up, Captain? What's up, Drew? Z Gamer in the house. Let's go. What's up, Kelvin? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah. Chatty Chat in the building. What's poppin'? What up, FX Champ? How we doing? What's up, Tim? GK in the building. All right, all right. 3 ants in the house. Let's go. Let's go. What up, Gareth? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Stephen B in the house. What's poppin'? Engineer 14. All right, there's my dog. There he is. There he is. What up, Serge? The big M is here throwing W's. Yay, yay. What up, Ryder? Sim Z in the house. Louis G in the building. Where the mod squad at? Where the mod squad? Where the mod? There's Tamra. Price Action Kev in the building. What's up, Patrick? Good to see you. Good to see you. Did I see a trading mom in the building? I think I seen a trading mom. Shout out to all the trading moms in the house. George VDM is in the chat. Let's go. There's Green. Mod squad. Let's get the flood of blues going real quick. Yeah, yeah. Just overtake the chat. Hey, what up, Wilson? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, Rafi in the building. What's up, Rafi? All right, good to see all the homies, man. Everyone's here. Everyone's fired up, ready to go. W's in the chat. We got some motion here today. We got some motion. We got unemployment claims that just popped off. So let's begin to get into it. Yeah, 8:45, 9, 9:15, 9:30. I think it's gonna be the vibes here today. But anyways, let's get started. Let me go ahead and pray, and then we shall begin, eh? Let's do this. Father God, we thank you, Lord. We thank you for this incredible group here. We thank you for how good you've been to us. We know that all good things come from above. We thank you for allowing us to attract them, to co-create with you, Lord. We thank you for all the work that you're doing, the blessings, the lessons, and everything in between that has taken place so far this year. We know that this year was a year of growth. We know that it was a year of work. Lord, let it be harvest time next year for your people. We thank you for it. We give you all the glory for allowing us to do this day by day, session by session. We thank you for keeping it pure, for keeping it fresh, for keeping it new, and we just give you the glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Hey, how about it? How about it? How about it? Let's get into it here today. It's going to be a great day. Yeah, let us rejoice and be glad in it, my friends. Yeah, why not? Why not? Right? Why not here? So let's lower the music just a little bit, and let's get into it here. King Man, you going to join for the breakdown? You have to just hang out and just relax then, okay? All right, King Man's probably going to join us here for the breakdown. And let's go ahead and get into it. So today is the 11th day of September, or December, I should say. And we got unemployment claims. Let me move this chat over just a little bit. Hey, Clubhouse, how are you? How are you? Let's go, Yankees. Did the World Series happen yet? I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, yo, hey, one sec, chat. All right, family's up, squad's in the building. Let's stop. The other guy was enough. I don't need this thing looking at me. I don't even know what that thing is, bro. I don't even know what it is. Chat, what the heck, bro? I can't be doing I get it. All right, anyways, today is what is today? Today's Thursday, right? Thursday. It is the 11th day of December. Again, we got unemployment claims. Looks like we got red numbers here on the dollar. That way maybe gold will continue moving bullish here, right? So news coming out bullish here for gold, not too bullish for the dollar. We do have some more news coming in here for the rest of the day, and that should be pretty good. We should have a pretty volatile day for the most part. Let's lower the music. Let's jump into a fresh top-down analysis. If you guys can, please give the stream a like for me, sub to the channel, and let's get started here. One account blown last night, so we're going to start off with these 5 here. Right, lost 2 XFAs last week, 5 combines, and now we are back. So can we bounce back from a choppy December? We'll see. Let's move into the daily here, and let's jump into it, yeah? Let's do it. Okay, so daily time frame. We did end up closing bullish yesterday, but we are still in a bit of a range, right? So a bit of a tough range here on the daily. Very, very choppy price action. You have support sitting here, right? You have resistance here, and man, it gets tough, right? Not too easy on yesterday's candle either, right? You did close bullish, but you closed right below the range. A lot of rejection here, right? And then now you get that lower wick that formed, and we did end up closing bullish yesterday. So this candle is also looking to move up. It looks like we created a lower wick, broke the highs, but now look at us starting to push back down here. So we got this resistance here. Very, very tough range to be in on the daily time frame. This is what we're looking at. So, oh, my bad. This is what we are looking at. So not the greatest. Not the greatest at all. So we'll see if we can get a breakout here. We had FOMC yesterday that, you know, pushed us back up, but no sort of breakout on the daily time frame just yet. So we'll see what happens here today. Overall, we did break the highs earlier, but we've been moving down now. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get a better read on this candle, right, by looking at the 4-hour candle here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 4-hour time frame. It looks like we're trying to move down there. You see how we broke the lows? We kind of created resistance here. I would say anything back above this range right here probably moves bullish today, right? So if you can get back above their bullish closure, right, the day may continue up and just kind of reject out of that daily wick area again for price to maybe close back in the range, right? So we'll see. We already broke the lows there, so as long as we respect the highs, I mean, we can continue down, right? This is a bit of like I would say like a 4-hour celery play, right? But it's not really working well. See how we kind of closed below the range here on this candle right here, right? Bearish candle. Next candle closed bullish, but where did we close, right? We closed below the range here. So therefore, this all remains pretty bearish for the most part. Now, you did break the lows. You did come down and fill the wick. You failed to you know, break through that low there. So that's going to be a problem. You know, we got to go see what that looks like. That may have something to do with the news, having price turn around like that. So let's jump down to the 1 hour here, and let's see. Yeah, look at that. So price did come down. We did break the 4-hour lows. That must have happened on the open of the news here, right? I would assume so. Broke the lows, coming back up here. Previous 1 hour candle has no top wick. So again, not the greatest price action here either. You've been ranging. You did get a breakout, but you got this no top wick here. So unfortunately, that becomes a little bit of a problem now, right? So let's take a look at the 30. 30's coming back up. 15-minute coming back up here as well. So this is pretty much what I'm looking at here today. Buys are decent above 48. That 1 hour candle is going to really annoy me a little bit here with no top wick. But overall, decent buys above 48 outside of that 1 hour closure. And then, yeah, the sells here, right? Especially with the news coming out pretty bullish for gold. I think the buys are going to be a little bit better. 4 hours starting to re-break the highs here. So I think we'd have to probably re-break those 4 hour lows to get me interested in taking any sells. So probably won't be doing the whole like closure back below thing here today, right? And taking sells coming down. I'd rather take my sells below 35 here. So it's a little tough. It's a little tough, not going to lie, especially with that 1 hour closing with no top wick, right? That's going to be a pain in the rear here, because although you want to go bullish, right, you're still dealing with that no top wick in front of us here. So it's going to be a little tough. Might even have to settle for like a break and retest of that area just to confirm things are good to go. So the buys are decent above 48. We'll look at the closure when it happens and really just choose whether or not we like that closure or not. But I'll be honest, I have no issue waiting for something like this today before we move up, due to that candle right there with no top wick. So yeah, very bullish, but the no top wick thing is really irking me here a little bit. I'm probably going to tighten these ranges up a little bit, because if we do start rejecting, we don't break the 4 hour highs at all, and this high right here, and we start coming down, I may be interested back in those sells, as this 4 hour candle may just be fluctuating, right, to continue moving bearish, break the lows and whatnot. So we'll see what happens. Buys are decent. Sells are okay. We just got to wait for this price action to form up here for us. So that's yeah, that's pretty much it. I think for me the sells probably have to be below. Yeah, I don't think I can settle. My trauma of being a broken trader just gets to me here, right? Just trying to move that up for what? To make a couple dollars when we could probably make a lot of dollars down here. So yeah, that's probably what I'll do. 42.08 looking really good for targets, and then on the way up, 42.67, 68 look very good here as well. So we'll see what we can get. Right now we're chopping. We had some news came out pretty decent for gold, not that good for the dollar, but we'll see how everything goes here. All right. Yeah. All right, good. Tough market conditions here this week, eh? Last week too. All right, let's clone this. Let's bring it down here, and then that's pretty much my game today. Yeah, the market better convince me. Better do a good job at convincing me in. This most likely going to be a full no trade range here for me. Everything above there looks very good, though. We have all that clean range to move up. Anything below there looks phenomenal as well, as we have all that range to move down. And one thing, I think I said this yesterday, maybe the day before, but one thing I learned from guys like Don and Raja were that, like, you can pick your territory to trade in, right? So you don't have to try and look for trade setups right here, which is a lot of times what I did moving up it as a trader, right? Like, you have like a moving average or something, right? And you just sell it or buy it off of that, or you have some moving average that's just like, and you just sell and buy randomly in these places. But what I've learned is that you can pick territory to trade, right? X marks the spot. You can pick territory to trade in. So that means if price is all the way down here, right, anything in between here, right, all in between doesn't really matter at all, right? Because you're not in your trading territory yet. This is where the money will flow the easiest, because this is where the cleanest ranges are, right? Same thing down here. The money will flow very quickly here because the candles are very clean. The range is very clean, where if you get into trades here, look how choppy this is, right? Look how choppy that is. So you deal with a lot of choppy range. It's no surprise if you look left, you'll see all the chop here too, right? So price likes to trade, see clean range down, clean range up, right? Clean range, let's see, clean range up, clean range down, right? Now, once we get into this area, you chop around a little bit. So that means if you come down here again, you'll probably have a nice clean move down. All right, does that make sense? You guys have watched me do that year after year, but if anyone's new here and you never really seen it like that, that's what I've been doing for quite some time now, 4 years of just picking territory and waiting for those opportunities to strike in that zone. So, what up, Rafi? That guy TK's in the house. There he is. Yay. Asian session, I did not take a trade in Asian. Yeah, I didn't take anything. Didn't take a thing in Asian. We wanted Asian last night, but Rafi, how we feeling, man? How we feeling? What's so important about the last hourly candle not having the wick? That's a good question. So a lot of times, like what these wicks represent on a, let's say on a bullish candle, when a bullish candle has a wick, just think about that as like a pathway. Like it's a range for the next candle to fill the range. Hence the term wick fill, right? Wick fill. So a lot of times when a candle doesn't have that wick, what will happen is this next candle will open up and it will sometimes push up, right? It will push up and look for that range. It'll create like a little lower wick, right? And then it'll push up looking for that wick to the left, but then realize there is no wick. So a lot of times what will happen is this candle will actually create the next wick to get filled, meaning it'll move up, it'll search for that wick, it will not find it, and it'll come down and break the lows, right? And as it breaks the lows, it'll flip bearish, and the candle a lot of times will close something like this, right, with that wick here. And then this wick now later becomes a wick to fill. So what'll happen is like price will do a break and retest or something like, let's just say it was moving bullish, right? It was coming up from down here. It'll do some sort of a break and retest, plant support, and then this right here, this next candle, now it will fill that wick that was made earlier. So this candle has no wick, right? So price rejects that area. Also, this brings a lot of buyers into the market here, grabs liquidity, and then stops them out down here. So this activates the buyers. This little wick up, right? This move down stops them out, right? This move here usually activates the sellers, and this stops the sellers out now on the move back up to fill that wick. So that's kind of the way liquidity works sometimes when you're moving around in a range like that. So you get all that liquidity, and then you get a very smooth move, right, out of price because all the stop losses have been grabbed at that point. Yeah, so in the elite program, a lot of times, and even here, you know, we talk about the losing trader, right, the mindset of the losing trader, because it's just as important to understand how the newbie and how the rookie and gambling trader operates. It's just as important to understand that mindset as it is to understand the winner mindset and the professional mindset, because now you know where the liquidity is hanging out, right? Late retail sellers are in here, right? And now they're getting stopped out down here, right? And now what happens is now the sellers, right? The late sellers, the retail traders are getting in here, and then this candle stopping them out. So buyers, sellers, right, liquidity, and then boom, you get a big move like that. Yeah, good question though, good question. Why does my blood pressure rise when I'm in a trade? It probably, I feel like all of us, I think it does for all of us, right? A little bit, just a little rush, you know. It's a good thing. You're alive, you know, you're alive. Some of you guys, I got to put a mirror underneath your nostrils to make sure you're breathing. Sheesh. Like the stream. I got to make sure there's fog coming out under your nostrils. You guys got to get fired up, man. All right, yeah, I got stopped out on this sell here. So basically I took a sell right here. Stops are above the highs. There's a fade position. And where was the stop? Stops are above the highs. And yeah, price above this, yeah, above that high right there. And price stopped me out. So got in right there. Break of the low, fade position, no wick. Crappy candle, nice bottom wick. Broke the low. Went into profit. Price came back up, stopped me out, and then boom, just melted. Just melted. Yeah, thank you, Mrs. Lippy. Yeah, No, there was a wick. This candle had a wick, and it came down and broke the low. Yep. Beautiful fade position. Right here. Yeah, this is my TP. My TP was at no lower wick right there. See that? That's been my last 3 or 4 losses have all been the same. It's all been the same thing. Enter in, stopped out by 10 pips or so, and then drives right down to target. But that's going to happen from time to time, man. It really is. Remember what Mark Douglas said. Wins and losses, they get distributed completely randomly, right? So haven't had many losses out here in quite some time. So that's where sometimes they build up a couple in a row or a couple in 1 week or something like that. But I'm well equipped to handle that type of stuff, right? I already understand the game. I went almost all year really without suffering from too many losses at all. So it's been blessed. It's been blessed. Yeah, I was the liquidity that time. Yeah, exactly. What's the clubhouse? You just go to my Instagram. Yeah, go to my Instagram. I think I have I think I have a story up about it, right? On the story highlight reel thing. Yeah, maybe. Somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I did. Maybe not. I'll try and re-add it. All right, I think gold's going to most likely move bullish here just due to the news and whatnot. Again, the only thing that's annoying me is that 1 hour with no top wick on it. But, yeah, we'll see. We got a 1 hour closure in 4 minutes, so we'll see how we do here. Hey, yo. Hold on. Let's do this. Stephen B. How you doing? What up, Rafi? How are you, bro? How are you?
My brother, good morning.
What's good?
How you feeling? Hey.
Incredible, brother. You?
Man, feeling good, man. Thursday, we're here. Excited about this weekend, man. Excited about this weekend.
We got Webbies going. Yeah. It's
Bro,
gonna be a
I'm
good
telling
one.
you,
Let
man.
me pop Rafi
This
up
weekend
here.
is gonna be. It's gonna. If you haven't seen the webinar yet, you do not want to miss this weekend. I'm just gonna say that.
There you go.
We're cooking. This one's gonna be spicy.
Spicy.
So, my Indian friends and yeah, you guys like spicy. This one's gonna be a good one.
Shout out to all my Indian friends. You know, all my neighbors are Indian. I love these guys too. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes,
How you doing, brother?
Yeah, incredible, bro. Incredible. How about you?
Gucci. How we doing, Clubhouse? How we doing, YouTube? All the winners
Club
here
going
today.
up on a Thursday.
Hey, I see
You-
Angelo Betts in here,
Angelo
man. Good to see you,
Betts.
brother.
Boop, 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 boop. Let's go. I'll be honest. I love that guy. Anyone else love that dude? I love that guy.
How can
Yeah.
you not, bro?
How can you not? December price action, yeah, it's yeah, I mean it's definitely choppy. You know, you gotta basically look at what's in front of you. But overall, like, see, like the one thing too about December is you get stupid stuff like this. Like you get the previous candle with no wick, and then you get like a closure above, right? And it's like, all right, you know, do we enter this trade with the candle that has no wick? Do we get in? You know, so it just throws like little new annoying nuances at you that, you know, is just sometimes very annoying. So that's it. Price not really being able to run fully from time to time. It's choppy. It's slower. You got to realize, like, just naturally, most people are taking breaks. Most people are settling in. Most of these big whales, the hedge funds, they've all hit their goals for the most part for the year, and now they're just messing around in Monaco on their yachts, right? Just hanging out, enjoying the holiday season. So, yeah, that's the only thing is you have a lot of big participants getting out of the market now. So slows things down a little bit. You might not get the biggest pushes that you want, but yeah, that's all. Maybe lower size a little bit and get a little picky with your trades. Yeah, in December. I think so. Waiting for your payout tomorrow. Let's go. Let's go. Congratulations. Romania in the house. That's good. Raf, you ever been to Romania?
No, bro. Would love to go. I have a bunch of friends there.
I've never been there.
Telling TK. This
TK,
weekend, the webinar is not going to be recorded, so you do not want to miss it.
Oh. It's not going to be recorded.
Nope. Don't want to miss it.
Oh, sheesh. There you have it.
Oh, man, funny.
All right, 30 seconds. Do we get the closure that we're looking for? Let's see.
It's quiet.
Gets quiet. All right, we did get a closure here. So we did close above. We got a new hourly candle here. We should have a lot of volume in this hourly candle too. I would expect a decent lower wick first. I want to give this just some time here. You know, I don't want to rush into this. We want to see a lower wick here. We got a lot of volume in this 1 hour candle overall, right? It's going to be the 9 a.m. candle here. So let's give this time to make a lower wick. And then most likely my entry is going to be on the break of that previous one. So that'll be the previous 1 hour high. So let's see if we can get a lower wick. I'd say at least down into 44 and then have a buy stop here. Looks good. Looks Gucci. Watch these live streams every single day. Let's go. Been profitable 2 consecutive months. Let's get it. I love that. Is it a bit overextended? That's why I want to see like a good lower wick. The one thing I do like is we did grab the pack here. We did close above with this like inverted celery type of idea. We do have news on our side. We do have volume coming in on this candle. We do have clean range to the left. We do have a 4 hour re-break and it's high again here. So I like this. If we can make a lower wick, I do like this move here. 4 hour broke the lows. If it can move up, fill the wick, break the highs, that'd be pretty good. But we need a lower wick. Give this some time too. This is a new hourly candle. We're only in the first 1 minute. ES, I think ES is too overextended right now to take the sells. If I had a 500, would I spend? Yeah, I would do a funded. I'd go the funded route. Yeah, 500 isn't really that much money, so it's very difficult to make money. So you're most likely going to over risk and all that with a $500 account. So I would just play it safe, go the prop firm way, spend like $100. If you have a $500 budget, that means you can get 500K accounts. Let's say with Top Step or someone, right? That yeah, you could do it. You could do them one at a time as well. So that way you're not just throwing all your investment in. Do them one at a time, and if you can pass a 100K account, I mean, you can secure a good payout. You could secure at least $5,000. Let's just call it like that on one account. So, all right, let's see if we can get down into a 44, 45 here. Decent lower wick. How many trades did I take in Asian? I didn't take any trades in Asian. No trades last night in Asian. Break even? Yeah, would break even be at this wick fill. So once we fill that wick on the 4 hour, that would be the break even point. I think this is pretty good. I'm gonna have a buy stop now on the break of these highs here, and let's see if we can move on up. Yeah, let's do it. Let's set it up over here. So give it some time to make that lower wick, and yeah, we should be good. I would love to break the 15 lows. If we could break 15 lows and all that, that'd be perfect. And a buy from 14, okay. From 14, from where? 42.13, you must be on a forex chart. Maybe, I don't know, maybe. Stops, my stop loss will be, so the way my trade will look will be very similar to this, right? So entry on the break of the highs, stops really kept wherever the low is here. TP all the way up here, right at like 67 or whatever. Break even, right? So break even probably once we push through that wick, maybe somewhere around this level here, which is 54. And then partials for me, probably somewhere around like 59. Yeah, 59, 58, 59 here. We got some volume. We know we got volume. We got direction. We got clean range. This is also the break of the 4-hour high again here. So we re-break that 4-hour high once again.
We gone.
Yeah, gotta take. I have to take this. Like, this is part of the playbook, so I just have to take it. So it doesn't even really matter if I want to take it or if I'm ready to take it, or it doesn't matter. You know, it's like you gotta. If you want probabilities to continue going the way they are, then you've got to execute every time the setups, you know, present themselves in a good way.
Your boss told you what to do.
The boss.
Now you just do it.
Dada has spoken. Could probably stops. We could probably, yeah. There's really no. I mean, those are really the only stops. Current candle, maybe somewhere below 43.9. Be pretty good. Yeah, so okay, good question. So too overextended does not matter because we grab liquidity and steeper lower wick. That helps. So that's going to help us here. That'll add the confirmation that I think we need. And then again, on top of that piece of information, plus the break of the 4-hour highs, plus the closure above, plus the volume coming in, plus the clean range to the left, like all that kind of, it's a combination of it all, right? That kind of makes this a good trading setup. So yeah, but that definitely does help for sure when you've already went down, grabbed the pack, and then closed above on the 1 hour. Yep. Yeah, 15 is where I would like to maybe see some lows break, right? That wouldn't be bad just to kind of grab some liquidity down there. So we'll see about those lows breaking. Dun, 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 dun. Consistency rule on 50K is on challenge. What company? It just depends on what company you're using. Yo, who's that bird thing, bro? Get that creepy Power Ranger bird thing out the chat. Reminds me of them little goblins in freaking Power Rangers. That Power Rangers movie back in like the 90s. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's funny.
Get him out of here, man. Get him out. All right. Time to play ball here. So let's see if we can do it. See if we can move up here. Ideally, we want to close partials probably somewhere around, yeah, probably 58 here. 58, break even on the wick fill. That'll be about 33 pips. You could also even close partials at the wick fill. Yeah, and then see if we can run up towards like 76 pips here, towards like 58. So that's the trade. We'll see where we go. Entry right here. Stops are going to be below the 15 lows here. Full TP right there. And then, yeah, partials somewhere around 58. Break even at the wick fill. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, I could only make 3 grand here, right? Yeah, 3 grand. Yeah, so my break even will be here. My partials will be at 56. Can we get some volume? Okay, lovely. Lovely. There's break even. So break even is hit. Risk-free trade. Maybe take some off. 33 pips right there. Fill in the wick. And let's see if we can get our push. Let's go, Goldie. Give us that push. Maybe I'll close out like 1 contract. Yeah, just to secure some profits. Slight echo. I don't hear one. Nice little 33 pip wick fill. Yeah, a lot of you guys closed full. Nice job. All right, cool. Yeah, I closed partials. Break evens hit there. Maybe we give it another shot come 9:15. Good trade though. Nice little 33. It's a good number. I like that. Lovely. Close at the wick fill. Nice. Yeah, not a bad idea, especially with obviously December, right? Market conditions. Yep. Closed off. Very nice. Congrats. Secured 50 pips. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. It's that Scottie Pippen number. We'll see if maybe we give it a second shot at 9:15, or maybe this candle will continue just moving. One GC, nice. Yeah, you can't take partials on the 1 GC. Yep, nope. Okay, good move. So base it. I mean, partials was also right here.
Yeah, there you go, man. It took the TP. Yeah, right there. Dang. Good one.
Yeah, lovely. Good trade. If you guys are still in, we may fill the range here. Who knows? Nice move. Closed at 25 pips. Okay, good. Very clean. GC, take partials. If you only have 1, you can't. Yeah, if you only have 1, you can't. That's the issue sometimes with trading that 1 contract. Yep. Is it possible for Top Step payouts do copy trading? Yes. Yeah, you can get payouts. Yep. Got 50 pips. Beautiful. Clean. What we get overall? 60, 67, 70? Yeah? Nice. Clean. BE on 11 accounts? It happens. 11 accounts, eh? Okay. What we do? 3K? Beautiful. Wow, nice. Nice job.
W.
Let's see, Melly. All right, a little 500 on vacation.
Yeah, from New York. Let's get it.
What's this? Oh, loss from Friday. It's Thursday, brother. We gotta let that one go. Let it go. Yeah, we're on to the next. Yo, see, Melly is coming back 10 pounds heavier. Yo, for real. Why did I go break even so fast? I didn't. I went break even right here. This is exactly what we planned. We planned to go break even at the 4-hour wick fill. Yeah. Yeah, that was the plan the whole time. We just stuck to the plan there. 3K on all accounts. I'm not too sure. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, that cheeseburger, that burger with the egg looked insane. I know you like those burgers with eggs too. Holy.
Which one?
Let's see, Melly's last night.
Oh yeah, bro. No, I didn't see it, but
He got the steak
cheeseburgers
too.
with eggs. It's
Yeah, with
that's
that.
where he's at.
Yeah.
That's where he's at.
Yep. Johnny Gems in the house. Johnny Gems, hey, how are you?
What is it? JJ Jams. What's going on, brother?
What's up, brothers? How we feeling?
Feeling blessed, G. How about you?
Blessed, bro. Blessed and highly
Incredible.
favored. Yes, sir.
Lovely.
What a trade. Let's go.
Clean move.
Took full at that wick fill, man. W, clean move.
This wick fill? Nice.
Yes,
Awesome.
Yes, sir. Maxed out on the day with top one. We on to the
Beautiful.
next. Yep.
Beautiful. Maxed out.
Yes, sir. Hit my consistency.
Yep.
Yeah, this trade made so much sense, bro. I love the closure above here. 1 hour, 30-minute closure above. You got like that resistance too that we
Yep.
closed above, and perfect.
Yeah, it was good. I'm glad we got that second 1 hour closure before entering buys, you know, because this was annoying me the whole time. So now that we got that second one and broke the lows, news also came out good for gold to move up. So it made sense.
Yes. Lovely.
Yep, made a lot of sense.
Yes, sir.
This would have been a trade I would have been very comfortable losing.
100%, bro. All day.
Re-entry? We'll see. Yeah, very obvious one. Yep. Yeah, one stood out.
Exactly. This was convincing, right? Like, these are setups you want to take, the convincing ones. Like ones where you're like, I gotta get in these, you know?
Yep. Hey, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. We got a few minutes here. You got a 15, but I'm going to wait on a nice 30 closure. The only way I get back in a trade like this if we get a good 30 closure with a good wick fill here at 9:30. I'll be right back, though, all right? 1 sec.
All right, but
Yeah, that was clean, bro.
yes.
Clean move.
Yeah, beautiful trade, man.
Do you go high on size on this one?
I was gonna go 2 lots on a 50K, but
Yeah.
with the to fit like the consistency rule, like I only went one because I only needed like $300 more.
Yeah.
So I just went one. It worked out perfectly because the vantage point was like 30 pips, and
Oh yeah, you got your 300 and something down.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I only went one, but I would have went two if I didn't have that consistency rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is a normal size position for me. Just a great trade.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Yes, sir.
Good setup. Good setup.
Yep. Caught it on some combines as well, and personal live accounts. So on to the next now.
There you go. Now we wait. Someone waiting.
Now we wait. Plan the trade, trade the plan. That's just perfect. What's up, chat? How y'all feeling? I told y'all in pre-New York we're gonna get a move here at some point. All we need is one or two good trades here today, right? So just be patient and picky and wait for it, right? For me, I waited like 3 hours for this, so patience pays, like always. Yeah. It's good, YouTube. What up, fam? W pulled 700 bucks from a 50K this week. Awesome, man. Congrats. Let's go. The stops were big. I mean, they were right. I think they were like 60 pips. So I guess like that could be a reason to size down a little bit too, but I thought those were pretty good stops. You know, those are perfect stops you want, you know, stops coming right back into that range, tapping into those zones. Perfect. Yeah, I like how we like waited for the 1 hour closure as well and waited for the resistance and then a closure above resistance. Always looking for the best trades.
I think we might probably
The
have another
best.
chance here or some.
Yeah, Wickfield maybe.
We definitely could, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, exactly, Matty Dukes. You know, like great trade, whether you made 100 or 1,000, like doesn't necessarily matter as long as you understand the skill set to collect the pips. You can make however much money as long as you got the skill set. So yeah, I agree. W.
Little bounce back action. Game time.
Yep.
Yeah, I caught this on these accounts. Got my top one account. So we'll see.
W. Nice. What's up, Rack TG? Yeah, there is a 50% consistency rule with before getting funded with Top Step, but then once you get funded, there's no more consistency rule.
What happened? E8. So let's see. We got 9 minutes left. Possible re-entries, new entries or whatever. But if not, that's no biggie either. We can still wait. But we still got a lot of volume in this candle. Yes. What? What? Kingman's mobbing out with us today.
It's good, Kingman.
He's like, I don't want to hang out in the other room with the kids. I'm trying to hang out with the 8-figure traders.
I feel that, bro. I'd be that way as well.
Yes, G. Huh? Okay, nice, nice.
Yo, nice Gator. One next best trade, man. Next best trade. That's all you. $60 to your first payout. Let's go.
Mm. Anyone having issues with copying link? Copy trade, copy link. Nah, look good. Let's mark this trade up. Brother, remember what I said, right? We have to make sure we're being quiet in here. We're just watching, okay? Yeah. All right, thank you. All right, let's do this. All right, let me just mark this trade up here. Let's talk about this trade real quick too, and mark it up. So basically, what happened here was the daily time frame, right? So the daily time frame is stuck. It's very messy. It's very choppy. But all in all, we are bullish, right? Based off of these two candles here, based off this current candle making a low, coming back up to continue moving up today, right? Definitely think we could probably reject that area just like we have in the past. But overall, looking at the candle as it was bearish, we're pretty bullish here for the most part, trying to catch some buys, right? So 4 hour we drop down. We see here that we grabbed the lows on the 4 hour and then just started heading back up and breaking the highs, right? So very random. We shouldn't really break those lows, and then come back up and break the highs. If you notice here, we respected the previous candle low and rejected out of there. So we were bullish based off the 4 hour. Now the 1 hour gave us a little bit of an issue, right, with this candle closing above the range with no top wick, right? So you had a nice closure, but we just weren't ready yet, right? Because you had this, like, let's say support, resistance, you closed above, but again, no top wick there. So can't really do much with that. We allow the news to come out. News drops us down originally. We break through all these lows. We retest that zone. And then, hold on, Kingman. Wait. News comes out, right? Good for gold to move up. So all of a sudden, price starts moving back up. We get our second closure above the range. This also gave us a 30-minute closure above the range here as well, as you can see. And that was it. You know, we needed a nice little lower wick, like I mentioned, down into like 44, 45. Retest that area right here, and then break at the highs, and, you know, off to the races. So it looks like we'll probably fill the range now prior to 9:30. Let's take a look at that 15. Yeah, it might move up here. So yeah, that's the move. You break even right here at the previous, this right here is the previous 4 hour high. So you go break even right there just in case you reject that level, and yeah, close some partials and let the rest run. It was a good move. Clean move. Any questions? Any questions? Stops were hey, I mean, stops are as good as they could be. You know, they were 57 pips. That's never an issue for me. So I didn't think the stops were too big. You know, it wasn't like that wasn't going to make or break me, like getting in, like staying, whatever, you know. So, so yeah, what we also did was we moved our resistance here. So just to make sure we were good on that 1 hour closure, we made sure we got a closure above. If that candle hadn't closed above, I would have never taken that trade right there, right? So that was big. 30 closure above gave us the lower wick, 57 pip stops, right? 33 pip advantage point on the break even. Yeah, 33, and then yeah, continued, you know, decent move up.
Yep.
I showed my buddy how to trade. Yeah, let's get it. Very nice.
Nice.
Very nice. Oh, it's messing up your psychology. Oh, I'd stop teaching then.
Yeah. Fact.
Yeah, I just chill. I just focus on you.
Get profitable first.
Yeah. He's funded making money and flexing on you now. That's messed up. That's messed up. You better. Yeah. Do you have a solution? The solution for me is always go out and find a way to win. That's it. That's the only solution, really. So I don't know. I mean, no biggie, man. Just focus on your own race. Focus on your own run.
Yeah, solution you versus you, brother. That's all that matters. Are you making progress? Are you getting better? That's it.
Yeah. The homie making more now. Hey, that's honestly a good thing. It's not a bad thing, you know. Just focus on your own run and stop letting his results get in the way of, you know, you getting better results. Just be happy for him.
Yeah, don't compete with him either, bro. Anyone who's doing good, you know, it's actually good to look at in a way, like it's inspiration for yourself. Like, damn, if they did it, like I could do it. So I would look at that.
Am I happy with my targets and all that? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I never regret going break even or closing partials whenever I plan to, because I know that I plan that trade in a very logical state of mind. So when once I get into a trade, I'm gonna start to move into a bit of emotional state of mind, right? So I got to do what I have to do when I made the plan, right, clearly beforehand, and I just respect it, and it works well for me. You know, it works really well. Today it came back to break even, but you know, most days I snag my partials and all that, and price kind of rejects from there for the most part. So I think we got really good TP advantage points, break even points, and all that.
Yeah, I feel like that was the most logical target, the wick fill. I mean,
Yep. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Don't compare your level 1 to someone else's level 9 and all that. Yep. Oh, I mean, I very rarely get annoyed what someone else is doing. So to be honest, I would just focus on you, man. Yeah. Who cares? Who cares? You do know a random strategy won't work. A random strategy randomly works. Does that make sense? Right? A proven strategy works long term. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe they call it beginner's luck. I don't know. I don't know. Something like that.
yeah, lucky wins that you get profits on, those are always trades, or you're always going to give that capital back to the markets. So
Yeah.
without an edge, the markets will always just keep taking your money. With an edge, like you can keep taking money from the markets.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you may have made money, but it'll probably give it back, right? Without a solid edge. So
Play now, pay later, or pay now and play later. Choice is
Yep.
yours. All right, 13 seconds. Doesn't look like any re-entry, so we'll take what we got there, man. Clean move. I don't think I got my screenshot. Let me just mark this. Yeah, my like TP was really like sitting right there. I didn't realize how many pips that was. Like up here is like 160 pips. This was like a nice clean 80 pip zone there.
yeah.
All right, let me get a screenshot.
Bro, it's crazy how familiar that trade looks.
I know.
Like I've seen this trade literally so many times. It's crazy.
This was a breakout. Yeah, Kasim breakout.
When we say patterns repeat themselves, we mean it, man, because I've seen this happen over and over again.
Yep.
In this exact like visualization.
Did you guys, if you guys go back to the stream later to rewatch it, you'll see me check all the boxes and you'll hear me say, I have to get in this trade. It doesn't matter if I want to. I have to, right? If I want probabilities to stay in my favor long term, then execution is my edge, right? So I don't want to get in the way of my probabilities and my business, right? Even if I took a loss in the last trade or the last two trades, it doesn't matter. I have to abide by the rules of the system if I want to continue to reap the benefits of the system, right? Does that make sense to everyone? You should, like, you almost have to be in this. Okay, maybe if you didn't want to risk the 57 pips, which we do all the time, so I don't know why you wouldn't want to do it this time, but like, even if you didn't want to risk that, that may be the only valid reason to stay out. Other than that, it's what we came for, right? It's a playbook setup right there.
Yeah, so that's why we say you should focus on execution more than anything, because you focus on like your P&L, you focus on win or losing. Now it gets in the way of executing, and now you miss a beautiful trade. So that's why we're like, yo, execution is the W, bro. You take the W from executing your plan every day. Win or loss, doesn't matter. The W is in the execution, and if you do take a loss, then that's a win in disguise.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing. No, it's like you just think about what you said right there. The double is in the execution. I feel like if you truly trust in the analysis that you're doing and you truly trust the higher time frame, lower time frame correlation, there's no reason why you wouldn't execute because price action is telling you do this, right? So yeah, it's execution, but I would say also that if you truly trust your analysis, which is you communicating with price action and it tells you this is what is happening, not what I think it is, this is what's happening right now, bro, your execution is a non-negotiation at this point
Yeah.
because you're seeing that in front of you, you know?
Mhm.
So if you're hesitating on execution right now, forget about the execution for now. Dial in into am I understanding what is happening right now? Are higher time frames and lower time frames correlating right now? Are we in a time where there is volume? Is there a clean range? Yes, everything aligns.
No.
Bro, you can just absolutely not. There's no negotiation, there's no
No.
thinking, there's no second guessing. You gotta pull the trigger.
No.
That's it.
No. Like we always say, it's your job. Like, it's literally your job. You want to get paid here, then you got to do a job, right? You have a job where you get paid outside of trading. You get paid because you do that job. Same thing here, right? Like Rafi said, it's non-negotiable. It's your job. So execute the trade when the setup presents itself.
Yeet. 30-minute candle, 1 hour rocket ship.
Yeah, it's like Mark Douglas says, L. Bombin, like, no thinking, bro. No thinking. What's there to think about?
Yeah,
We
you already
know
did the
exactly
thinking.
what we're looking for. We already did the thinking, right? Yep.
When you were pondering for a while, choosing a playbook, you decided to choose this one. You know, that's how you ended up here, right? So something convinced you that this was a good playbook to trade, whether it was me showing the trades every day, whether it was all the clubhouse profits, whatever it was, right? You chose to do this. So you did the thinking already, right? You thought about it and you said, okay, I'm going to do this. And then you started to learn the system. And then you learn that this system has a 70, actually, let me say this. You learn that this system has a 30% lose rate, right? 25, 30% lose rate. Some of you guys are like, wait, does it? I thought it had a 70% win rate. It does. But how about we start looking at it like this? So that way you ain't quaking when you take a loss, or you ain't, wondering what just happened when a trade hits your stop loss, right? You have a 30% lose rate, buddy. That's what happened, right? So if you begin to understand this, the thinking is already done, right? You will win 70%. You will lose on average 30%. So now you've already done the thinking. So now the execution is your edge, right? There is no thinking involved anymore. Entry here, break even here, partials, whatever you want on the chart, and that's it. Stop loss below the current candle low. You already know the edge, right? So now you don't have to think too much about it. When it shows up, you execute. That's just the name and the nature of the game. And those that can do that win. Those that can't lose, and then they system hop, and then they mess up, and then they take stupid entries instead of the correct entries, and they lose that trade, and they think, oh, poor me, and all of a sudden it takes them down a whole rabbit hole, right? So don't be that guy, you know what I mean? Like, be the one that understands what we're talking about, what Mark Douglas was talking about in a lot of those talks, and really lock into the 8-figure mindset.
Yes, sir. W.
Yeah. Yep. How much percentage break even? Not that much. I haven't hit break even too often this year. Yeah, I haven't hit break even too often at all, especially after closing partials. And as long as we close partials, I don't care if we hit break even or not, because the break even is always at a logical point. Therefore, I'm always good with my decision. 15-minute, yeah, I did overrule that, yup, based off of the 1 hour breaking the lows, the 1 hour closing above, the 4 hour breaking the highs, the daily being bearish, 4 hour being bearish, 1 hour looking like this, 30-minute breakout, clean traffic to the left, high volume time, news came out bullish for gold, so all of that goes into it. Yeah.
Everything.
It's a combination.
Yep. It's all that combined.
Yep. December volume? No, I mean December or not, I'm going break even right there. Yeah, no matter what. December, what was our best month of the year? June? July? August? September? October? November? Any one of them. Any one of them. I'm going break even right here. Yeah. We don't play the game scared. So we can't play the game scared. We already know the outcome, 70-30. what's there to be scared about, right? So we don't play the game scared. We just play the game logical. So when the logical points come up to do what we have to do and make our decisions, we make those decisions there.
Facts, bro. And I think like a lot of people, like especially us in the clubhouse, right? Like get this idea of December, this crappy idea of December, get that out of your mind, right? Like
Yeah.
don't even focus on that, bro. We need to focus on price action. That's it. You let this idea of December, you heard someone say December has crappy price action. Now you got that in your head. Now you're scared to take trades because it's December. But meanwhile, bro, price action looks the same as it did in November. Just manage the trade based on what your system says to. All right.
Yep.
So just want to say that too for anyone who is in the chat right now, scared of December. Just get that out of your head right now, please. Focus on price action.
Yeah. You don't need that in there.
Nah, bro. That's making you. That's limiting you actually. So.
Yeah.
Actually, you want this because what this is doing is actually training a side of your brain that is gonna help you later on sometime in the summer. You see something like this in certain months, like maybe June, maybe May. Price action isn't as clear. So what this is doing is just activating that side of you that becomes more psychologically flexible, right? So like now you become more of a, oh, okay, we're not doing the big moves that we normally do. Now I have to become a little more um, um, precise on where I close, where I get paid, and all that kind of stuff. So, everything that we're experiencing here is something that you're gonna need in the future. So take this as a thing for you to put in your toolbox because you will need it at some point. So take that as in, you know what? Price action right now is giving us a little bit of a challenge for us to improve, to be a little more of a savage instead of thinking like, well, I'm gonna take a bunch of losses and whatnot.
And it's like if there's crappy ranges, like we're not trading anyways, chat. Like we're only trading if the setup shows up and we got clean ranges, right? So none of that even makes sense, to be honest. And we always say don't even focus on the pips. Like it's all market structure. If there's smaller ranges, then we're gonna get less pips. If there's bigger ranges, we'll get more pips. Like everything we do needs to be based on price action, right? And anyone who's like December won't give you massive moves. I mean, this is a massive move right here, and we're in December. It's a 100 pip move right here.
160.
Exactly.
170, 180, 190, 200, 210. Yeah, 210.
So it's like, we take 15, 20 pips
Wow.
when the charts say to. Doesn't mean we can't get massive moves still.
How to get rid of fear of making money? Brother, you don't want to fear making money. Trust me. Money good. Money good. Good money. You good person? You good money. Yeah, very, very good. Don't fear making money, brother. Money's good. Regardless of what everyone told you. Oh, money's bad. Don't. It's like, what? How do you know money's bad? You don't have any. That's what I told my uncle one time. He basically wanted to punch me in the face. He said, yo, money's no good. I said, how do you know, dude? You don't even have any. He was like, did you just disrespect your elder? I said, kinda. See ya. Just bounced. It's gone. It was gone. I was the kid that asked the questions, man. The questions like that, especially in school and all that. I'm like, wait, hold on. Why are we learning this right here?
Yeah, right.
Don't question us. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Money
This
good,
isn't-
my friend. Money good. Yes.
Yo,
Brother.
money's really good.
Rub them hands like
Yo, what
Birdman. Just let it go. Just let it flow.
You gotta remember too, like what you think about, you become as well. Like you gotta remember some of these universal laws as well. You gotta put these into play too, right? Like what you fear about will happen. So maybe like instead of thinking in terms of fear, maybe think in terms of faith.
Yeah.
And like when you do this right, there's actually way more reasons to be faithful than there are to be fearful when you think about it. So yeah, you just need to develop the right habits and the right system, and then you can start really having faith in yourself.
Yep. What a move. What a move. Yes. And outside of the joke, you really just gotta, follow your plan. Like if you plan the trade the plan. So like for me, the plan was simple: break at the highs entry, break even here, partials up there, right, and kind of just try and follow that plan to the best of your ability. Once you see profits, don't just kind of be like, I don't want to go back into drawdown. Accept the loss from the beginning of the trade. Whatever that is, it is, right? Accept that. Understand that you're risking that to be involved in this trade, and then start to follow the plan. You know, trade the plan, right? The plan is, okay, break even here, partials here. Just do that. You know, when you get to those points, if you have to, put lines up like I do, right? Boom. So that way, once you see the candle get there, you can make that move, right? Put a line here. So once you see the candle hit it, you already know what to do. Organize it, right? Say, hey, break even here, or you know, close partials here. Like organize yourself as you get into your trade, so that way it's just step by step. When this happens, I do that. When that happens, I do this. Until that happens, I do nothing, right? And you got to be okay with just doing nothing and letting the trade really run. Again, repetition helps with this, taking trades and doing all that good stuff. But that's what I would recommend, is really just, you know, this is your business plan here, so just maybe follow it. Accept the outcome.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I know how that is. You know, you start going in profit and you're like, oh man, I don't want to go back and draw down. But, you know, sometimes you got to just wait for things to get hit, and then maybe you do go back and draw down and get stopped out. It happens. That's all good too.
We're trading, bro.
Traders trade.
We're trading.
We're trading, man. You're going to lose trades. You know?
I love I love those like taking trades in the markets expecting never to lose.
Yeah.
Great fantasy.
Yep. And then guess what? There's always so many more trades coming. You know, so if you lose one, or if you win one, or if one goes to break even, guess what? There's another one coming. Right? Just if you wait long enough, another opportunity will present itself. Yeah, doing nothing is the hardest thing. Not only while you're waiting for your setup, but while you're in your setup. You know, sometimes that becomes the most difficult thing to do.
It really is, bro. But you honestly need to rewire your mind to think that, bro, you're getting paid the whole time you're waiting, bro. Because you really are. Because this whole time, like, it didn't seem like I was getting paid for the last 3 hours, but I just took a trade and got paid.
Yeah.
So my patience paid me. So technically, all that waiting, I was getting paid that whole time, to be honest.
Yep. 15 closure with no wick. Interesting. We got more news coming out here too at 10. ES is it's all right. 15 is ranging. 30-minute not really doing much, not going anywhere, so nothing. I got my ranges marked up, but nothing for me. Segan Slaves in the house. What's poppin', big dog? Can we plan the fade here? So the fade, by the way, I just posted on my on the TT Profits channel. If you guys are looking to understand the fade a little bit better, it's somewhere here. Yeah, maybe this one. I would go check this. Yeah, go watch this. Go spend 1 minute and watch this trade, and then if you have any more or watch this video, and then if you have any more questions on the fade, then let's talk about it. Yeah, because it's pretty well explained here. TTE_profits. Who's not following this channel yet? Anyone not following this this Instagram yet? I would highly recommend, man. Especially if you're not a profitable trader yet. Yeah, if you're not profitable and you're like just dilly-dallying and whatnot, man, I can't relate. I can't relate. But yeah, this is a good channel to really go study and, you know, get your knowledge up and ultimately get your money up. Do I think trading again? Maybe. If a good setup shows up. Two combines pass, one more. Okay, good job. Nice job, Dev. Nice. Wow, look at all this range here. 200 pip move.
Yeah.
Wow. Goldie.
What's good, Wayne? Yeah, I would say start to work on holding for your partials line and start to implement one of the risk management strategies we use here in cutting our losses. You know, ideally, I recommend the one on closures. I think Nick as well, but we have one on, on a way where you can manage trades impulsively or logically off of closures. So, yeah, I would probably implement that into my risk management and just hold for my winner, hold till my partial line, right? It's important to have trust in that partial line because we're looking at that area for a reason, right? I looked at that wick fill because I understood that was the reason. That was the area where we could probably reject. So let's just hold there, because we're clean until there. So.
All right, what else? What else? Anything else? Any good questions? Who's got good questions? Give me some tough ones. Not I got a 50K combine, Nick. What lot size should I? Not that one, please.
Yeah.
Guys, please stop asking that one. That one is like you can literally figure that one out on your own, right? I might say, yo, risk the whole thing. Then what? You gonna do it?
Right.
Right? It's whatever works best for you. You know what I'm saying? Like there is no best lot size for an account. It's just what are you comfortable with risking on each individual trade. So there you go. There's the answer. There's the answer.
Without even asking the question, bro, you got the answer. Yo, DJ Scratch is 100%, bro. Especially if we're sizing up, right? Like if we're gonna size up, like yeah, let's take those quick scalps then, according to price action because we're sizing up now too. So we don't need anything crazy,
Don't need nothing crazy.
I agree.
The max TP and stop loss ratio, I like 1R. 1R is totally fine for me. It all depends on the trade though. So like it depends on where like partials is here, but anything like 1R or a little less than 1R, I'm good. I'll take that all day. My RR is about 1R, 1.1. Why do you think people avoid self-regulation? Their identity doesn't fit the person that they're trying to become is one. And then becoming successful is a lot of responsibility. Like a lot. And, you have to not only be responsible for yourself, your own actions, thoughts, words, blah, 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 blah. You're a leader. And then being that you're a leader, you have a lot of responsibilities. And even though most people don't say it, deep down they don't want to take on those responsibilities. So they want success, but they don't necessarily believe that they can handle what comes with success. So they, say, I'm not that type of person, or I'm not that, and they make excuses and they kind of back themselves out of going after their own vision, right? Because the imagination is simply like, it's a future that already exists, right? You just have to bring it into that realm. So a lot of people choose not to, and they make excuses, and yeah, they basically shoot themselves in their own foot. It's sad. It's sad too, because there's a lot of people with a lot of potential that I've worked with or have talked to in the past, and they could do numbers, yet they don't believe in themselves, and they don't hold themselves accountable, and they don't regulate themselves and whatnot. So it's very, very tough to see other people go through that. But hey, it's all on them. I talked about it yesterday on my Instagram story. Like, I got off the phone with some elites, and these dudes are taking responsibility. Like, they're legit taking full ownership of their life. You guys ever read the book Extreme Ownership? I highly recommend going to read it. You need to take ownership of your life, right? You got to take ownership of where you are. You are in life exactly where you want to be. I remember when the speaker, I used to hear that from stage. I go to these personal growth and development conferences. They say that, I'm like, screw you, you don't know me. Like, I want to be here. And it's like, well, do your actions really show that, right? So if we followed you around for 24 hours with a video camera, right, would we be able to look at you and say, okay, that person's going somewhere? Would we? right? If we followed you around for 1 week straight, would you show all the signs of somebody that's going to really be moving forward in life? Or would we be seeing you make excuses, right? So you are absolutely 100% in control. Not your mom, not your dad, not your grandma, none of them. None of them. You know, one thing I really started to realize in life is that it's only you, right? It's only you. It's literally only you and your own awareness. Everyone else is you. Everything else is you. It's wild, right? So once you take ownership, you grab the power, all the power, and you now have it. You know, and now you can say, hey, you know what? My habits, my emotional triggers, the gaps in my discipline, that's on me. I could regulate that. I can save myself, right? I can get rid of this dopamine hit and replace it for that dopamine hit. I can stop looking at my phone and start sitting in the sun, or, you know, whatever it is, right? So you just start switching bad habits and bad routines for good habits and good routines. My mentor would call it, he did a talk on stage one day in a big auditorium, and he called it ping pong. And he would talk about how the success is all in the middle here, and we constantly play this mental ping pong with ourself. And we go, we could do it, no we can't, we could do it, no we can't, we get all this, right? So you really got to streamline and take responsibility over everything in your life. And again, most people just, sounds good, but they don't want to actually do that. So but if you start regulating yourself, you'll start realizing, you know, what you're actually capable of, right? And if you realize what you're capable of, you will lose all the fear and doubt and anxiety and the stuff that scares most people. You will not have that anymore, right? So, yeah.
It's like being proactive and not reactive, right? Being in control of like your circumstances and in your life, and not letting life or circumstances control you.
Yep. Wow, look at this.
Yeah, man.
It is. And think about this too. Like, it's a lot easier to stay dumb. Or I make it a little nicer. It's a lot easier to stay unconscious, right? If you look at most people today, I'm a massive observer of people. Everywhere I go, I study people, right? And here's what I see people doing. They stay unconscious. They scroll on their phone. They're all in their iPads. They're reacting to things versus just, like John said, like just kind of like having composure. They're very emotional. One of the biggest things I see most people do is procrastination. That's something I do from time to time as well, that I always have to stay on top of my game. Where did I get that from? My father, right? My father was a master procrastinator. So it rubbed off on me. So those are things, those are extra work, I have to put in extra work on those things because I grew up in a household where the man tend to procrastinate more often than not. So that automatically, just from subconsciously witnessing that throughout my life, it rubs off on me. So I now have to become extra observant in that area and make sure I pour the gas on even more. So you guys are going to have that same exact issue, right? Where you got either procrastination or whatever it is, right, from your upbringing, that you may also have to, be like self-regulate, and pull the discipline card on. So, so yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's the reason why what we do here in the webinars. Some of you might say, like, why are we talking about this? This is not trading. And I see a lot of people show up for just the trading and never show up for the other stuff. And it's just exactly what just Nick said right here. We have been observing from so for you guys to understand, from 0 to 7, you are basically operating at a theta brainwave, right? So that's when you start recording everything, right? You probably have heard monkey see, monkey do, right? So you start seeing these things. When you get older, you have these programs that you haven't even tapped into. And then you see that, okay, so you're a procrastinator, you're a person that is inconsistent, you're a person that, whatever it is, right? These things show up into what you're doing right now. That's the reason why doing this it's not just the mental side. This is like complete inner transformation, because it changes you to somebody else. That somebody else is the person that's going to embody the next level in trading that you want to get into. So getting into these things, observing, meditating, looking deep within is the only way. The answers are right there. but you got to do the work.
Yeah.
You got to look in and be willing to expand and change, because otherwise
Yep.
you're gonna stay where you are.
And you don't want that. That's why you're here. You're trying
Yeah.
to change. You want to become better. So the truth is, people don't avoid like self-regulation because it's hard. They just avoid it because it requires them to become someone that they're not. It requires them to become somebody new, right? And most people are more loyal to their own limitations than they are to their potential. Whew.
Wow.
Gang, most people are more loyal to their own limitations that keep them comfortable than they are to the potential of their future. So don't do that anymore. That's you just hurting yourself, right? So lock in. You are anything you can see yourself becoming, you can become that person. All right, real quick, potential opportunities here, right? Back to trading. So we got a big rejection. We got a new 4-hour candle opening up here as well. It looks like we may close below the range. And if we do, then there may be an opportunity here to go short. So we're going to obviously need a lower wick on this candle and then potential sell stops, yeah, after we make a top wick here. So we'll see if we can get that. Have I ever thought about streaming? Yeah, I did. I'm procrastinating.
Here. I'm good.
A book for procrastination. Eat the Frog. Eat the Frog by Brian Tracy. Yeah, pretty good book. All right, we need this 4-hour to close below though. So we need this candle to close bearish.
Perfect.
All right, cool. So let's see if we can get a top wick. Again, first seconds here of the new 4-hour candle. I probably would expect it to move down, maybe break the low slightly, and then come up for a top wick. So if we can get that to play out, this is actually starting to look pretty good. And ES is a goner. It's a goner, my friends. Nothing. All right, cool.
Perfect.
Let's see. All right, sell stops here. Break of the previous candle lows here.
Clean.
So yeah, we're gonna have probably current candle stops. Yeah, about 43 pip stops here. So does that make sense? Does anyone have any questions on that? Right, Mr. V would always tell me, Nick, the comfort zone is a casket. Get out of there. Nothing good, nothing new happens inside your comfort zone. So you want to get out of that zone. He would say you want to become comfortable being uncomfortable, right? And I held on to that, still hold on to that. And that means like when it's time to make an uncomfortable decision, you lean into that, right? You lean into that knowing, okay, this is a decision that's going to push me and make me a better person, right? All right, so we are in here. Let's see if we can get the move down that we're looking for. Stops going to be kept above the highs here. Partial is going to be down here at 53, right around that wick area. And yeah, that should be good. Yeah, I'm out. Fully out right there. Great trade. Clean.
Love it.
Wow. Yeah, 30 pips. Clean. Self-regulation. All right, let me just mark that up real quick. 1 sec. Wow. Yeah, B hit. B partials, B whatever. Dun, dun, dun. Do you aim for 1% a day? Not really. I really don't have any goals like that. I don't really set goals in the market like I need 1% or I need 100 pips or 5 pips or any of that. I look at a trade like this and I go, okay, it's pretty clean coming down. It makes sense. We got a rejection. 4-hour needs a new lower wick. We could probably come back down into that wick at like 53 there. I'll secure profits there and then move stops to break even. And yeah, so I really don't have a goal. So whatever it is, it is. Today was 1,300, right? So whatever it comes out to, it comes out to. Really, my only goal is to follow my plan every day. So when good setups show up, I execute. Other than that, I sit tight and wait. I just took a sip of water. Anything happened? Yeah. Needed those 2 wins for some red day. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't worry about your red days. We'll get them back. We've gotten them back every week this year. every week last year, every week the year before, every week the year before that, you know?
Literally.
So no reason to stress. No reason to stress. I think we had 2 red weeks, or when I say we, I should say me, right? I think I had 2 red weeks the entire year. The entire year. That right there is, without me trying to seem all like I'm jumping up and down in joy about that inside. I know I haven't really notified my face about that, right? But I promise you, gang, that was something I prayed for one day. That maybe one day, hopefully, if I follow the plan, that I can actually become a profitable day trader. You know, so like, I know I don't make it seem like it's a big deal. We had 2 red weeks the whole year, but I promise you, I am ecstatic about that inside. That is a massive victory for me this year, knowing that I really put down all the bad habits when it comes to trading and locked in on what works and self-regulated myself. So that process that we're talking about, I implemented it, you know, and for those of you guys that are implementing that as well, really, really like celebrate that a little bit. You know, don't be afraid to celebrate that, especially towards the end of the year. We'll see how like this year and all the rest of the month goes, but as of right now, if I could look back at the end of the year and say, man, 0 red months and 2 red weeks this year, absolute W. You know, I could take that and keep moving on into the next year with that type of momentum. Took 1 pip, yeah. See, look, what happens if I didn't secure there? Now I either get stopped out or no profits or something, right? So that's why it's very important to understand where do you want to secure and then secure it. The only reason we look silly on this trade is because price ran. But now we don't look that silly, do we, right? Where it's like, oh, I kept holding that one and I lost all my profits from this one, right? So it only looks silly when price keeps running, but we know in most cases where we snag our partials is probably the most wise place to do it.
This is a for real
Bro,
robbing the bank. This move. Literally rob the bank.
Rob the bank.
Quickly.
All right, next, what else? Bring on some more good questions. Look, good questions lead to good trade setups. So more good questions, more good trade setups. Yeah. More AI pictures of Nick, more bad trade setups. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with y'all. Don't. Chat was messing with me yesterday. You know, they were pulling some AI jokes on me. And I don't know what happened. The next trade just hit stop loss. I'm not too sure why, but yeah, it was a good trade. It was a good trade, I thought. I mean, I didn't enter it on any of my accounts, but no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. You're welcome. Have a good night, Vince. Take care, brother. The only thing that makes me flinch about futures is the monthly fee. Guess what? Big wins. Guess what? I don't think I've ever paid the monthly fee. Anyone else? I don't think I've ever had an account run into 2 months to actually get billed a second time for it. Anyone?
Never.
It's either I usually pass or fail within that month. So I wouldn't even stress that, to be honest. I thought the same way too. I thought, oh damn, I got to pay monthly, but believe it or not, you basically either blow the account or pass it within that 30 days. In most cases. Only when I forget to cancel the rebill. Yeah. Make sure you cancel with Top Step too. They're sneaky with it. Wow, what a closure. John, did you take that?
Yeah, I did.
I know
I
you
got
took that,
stopped
right?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got stopped out.
Yeah,
But I'm still green.
I like this as the closure here. Whatever.
I only took it on my
partials.
live account. I was super quick, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, it was quick.
Like I seen like 16 or something pips.
Yep. Nice.
20.
Did we get stopped out? No, it took I guess John did. I secured some profits. I closed full right at 53.
Yeah.
It was like 28 pips. 28. All right, what time we got? Seriously, any good questions? If not, I'm out of here. I got kids waiting for me, family waiting on me. But I would love to impact your life if you have some more questions. I will put that as a priority over my own family. So talk to me, and if not, we get out of here. We'll do it all again tomorrow.
Asia session tonight.
Oh,
Go
yes.
strong.
The last Asian session of the week. That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir.
And we're getting closer to the end of
Closer,
December.
closer.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Rob the Bank. I might have heard of him. Yeah. I think I might have heard of that dude. Sounds familiar. Let's see. Let's see if we have any questions. Let's go to the Clubhouse chat. Oh, let's go. The real NV. W. Thank you for changing the way I think. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. Thanks for showing up every day and, deciding to make a change. The real time to quit your job, that's going to be different for everyone. It just depends on your responsibilities, how much money you have to cover on a month-to-month basis. There's a lot to do with it. If you're a parent, if you got a spouse, depending on your life situation. So it's all mainly like individual. When's a good time to celebrate? When no one's looking, before dinner? Yeah, usually what I do is I shut the stream off. Like I leave the stream, I go, all right, guys, yeah, that was an okay trade, good job. We made a whole bunch of money today. I'll see you guys back on the next one, See you. And then after I close the stream, I go, woo, yeah, baby, woo, what a set. No, I'm just kidding. I get all fired up when you guys leave. I start screaming, I start running around. Come on, kids, toys for everyone. RIP headphone users. I say, yeehaw, honey, bring out the donuts. We just want to trade. We just want to trade in front of 2,000 people. Yeah. Jump in the GT3 RS? From time to time. Usually I like going in the Porsche when I lose money because it makes me feel better. I'm like, all right, I lost a whole bunch of money today, but I still drive a Porsche GT3 RS, so we all right. We all right. Damn, three losses in a row. Vroom, vroom, it'd be all right. There was another question. I can't find it. It went away. I think it said it was something about confidence. I forget where it went. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Anything, man. Clubhouse. 50 years. Oh, I woke up the baby? Sorry, brother. So I think I might have woke up my baby too. We'll see. Best way to boost confidence. Know your dada. Know your dada, Juan. Know your win rate. Know your average RR. Know your what you can really tolerate, like in drawdown wise, right? Know your normal losing streak. Know your normal patterns, right, of what takes place. Show up every day, do the work that creates the confidence, right? Take the same entry. Trade in the same market conditions, right? Use the same playbook all the time. Never deviate from it. Use that type of management. Always make sure you have your confluences, right? Remember what I said earlier? 4 hour here, this, that, 1 hour, 30-minute, clean range, volume, blah, 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 right? Make those checks, right, as you go about your trade. And then when there's no trade, just be disciplined. Wait, right? Sit on your hands. Let any trades go that don't line up. Follow your rules, right? And that's gonna, you do that long enough, you just naturally build confidence, right? Because you get results and you go, yo, this is the way a winning trader operates, right? So yeah, and then just do all the things that we normally tell you. Train your mind to be a pro, to be a winner. Create a morning routine, create a pre-market routine, whatever it is, right, to keep yourself accountable and using like that systematic approach. Yeah. Anything else, John? Rafi, what do you think? Confidence?
Nah, man. Follow your trading plan.
Yeah. Repetition, baby.
That's it, man. It's right there. It's in front of you.
Yeet.
Go over them, analyze them. I would say something that is gonna help. Continuously, go through analysis, analyze the thing, clean it off, write it down,
Yep.
observe, just continuously, this is what I would do if this and this, you don't need to necessarily execute or whatever, if you're not in your trading window, but keep your eyes on it, keep conversing with price action. And yeah, just you gotta let your subconscious know that you understand it,
Yeah.
so you don't sabotage yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, because confidence is built. You know what I mean? You're not born with it. You don't like wake up every day with confidence, right? You have to build it by stacking like those non-negotiables, right? That undeniable evidence that you are becoming who you want to be. So, that's pretty much it. Repetition, keep being consistent, and that'll develop the confidence. How do you shoot under par? Please somebody answer that question for us. Yo, I'll let you guys know. Once I shoot under par, I got you. I'll let you. You guys will be the first to find out, I promise. That question gets me upset, man. Damn. Only if we had all the answers to life. That's gonna get me thinking now. All right. Anyways, if I join the clubhouse, sit for a month, I'm not too sure what that says, brother. Just email us at info@timedaytrading.com. Yeah, you should have Zoom. Maybe you just couldn't find it. Just send us an email. We'll help you navigate through it. No worries, brother. Okay, cool. I think we're good. Yeah, we good.
Sounds
Yeah,
good,
we
bro.
got you, bro.
Please answer my
Gucci.
question. Hold on, one more here. Let's see what it is. Nick, I lost one more year and still struggle with my psychology. I blew up 15 10K accounts this year. What can I do? Follow this playbook. Promise you right now that you'll follow this playbook. No ifs, ands, or buts about it from this day forward. You want to be profitable? Stick to that right there, and we'll see you on the next session. All right? Cool. Love y'all, gang. Hey, hope you guys have a great, wonderful day. Stick to the plan. Don't over-risk. Don't over-trade. Don't deviate from what brings you money. It's that. You know what you call that? You just call that stupid, right? So don't be stupid. Let's stick to the plan. Let's stick to what works, and let's have a great day. I'll see the rest of you guys in Asian session. Chat, YouTube tomorrow. We'll see you guys on lovely Friday to close out the week, all right? Yeah, Friday tomorrow? Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys then. Johnny Gems,
Peace,
Rafi,
man.
appreciate y'all
Yeah,
being
Thanks for
here.
having us, brother.
And
Appreciate you, bro.
it's time to
See you guys
bounce.
later.
We was down, but
I was
yeah.
down, but
I'll
now
holla.
I'm
Blessings.
Out of trouble, man.
Later, my friends. Have a great
It's
rest
all
of your
God,
day.
this ain't no
Over and out,
lie.
my friends. Peace.
I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, it's all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up like my name Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours you spit in the dark, putting in good work, even though you didn't even know that it would work. Talking about a man who grew up in woodwork, do it for the love of it, that's the way it should work. Yeah. I know some people gon' look at me crazy, and I'm like, for what? Man, I was stuck, I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, it's all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm down. Now I'm up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack and the Beast. I jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and a mic singing yeehaw. Landed on my feet like a feline, put him back in the seat like a recline. Ay, what you mean I'm not worthy? Did it with a purpose, didn't need a permit. Digging from the bottom and I brought it to the surface. Mind your business now, who I worship. Who the little guy making big moves. Tick tock, turn it to a tick boom. Yeah, I talk a lot of stuff, probably thought it was a bluff, till I went and turned it where I was down, but now I'm up. Let's go. Yeah, it's all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up.
know what you're doing.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Come on. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Whoa, last time I checked, I'm still hot. Real hot. Kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cos, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I still that guy that did it on my own. Stay independent. For you to get what I'm getting, it will probably take a village. Just give me a minute, turn a snippet to a hit, and now they all want a percentage, but I'm only paying visits. Big dog, hit 'em with thick thumbs and a quick draw. Pit boss, if they ain't playing, they getting kicked off. Jigsaw, I got 'em puzzled, got 'em a bit lost. It's a feeding frenzy, I put a beat in a pig trough. Got it on lock, got the password. Type of thing you couldn't manufacture. 10,000 hours, got it mastered. Can't you see the patterns? Last time I checked, I'm still hot. Real hot, kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cos, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I still hot. Real hot, kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cos, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I'm still the man in my town, they had to crown me. What I used to make in a day, I make it hourly. Told Grant, send me a beat and make it bouncy. When they hear the tag, they know it's about to be big scene, catching us on the big screen. 16, bar slicker is pristine. List stream, everything that we spit clean. Big jeans, pockets are looking mint green. Pen game bulletproof. Look at all the levels that we took it to. Sticking out like a crooked tooth. Staring at the mirror like, look at you. Damn, I'm still hot. Real hot. Kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cos, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I